Hi, and welcome back. We just released a 44 brush watercolor set. And the watercolors are technically masks. And I've had a few people come and ask me how to use these, and they found it complicated. So therefore, I'm creating this video. Hopefully this will help your creativity and your mindset when using just the masks. We have a template also, which is a lot easier for maybe someone that isn't accustomed to moving layers around and grouping layers. So we thought that this might help you a bit. Now, this set comes with a 10 by 10 watercolor sample background paper. You don't have to use it as a 10 by 10. So what I'm going to do is create a new file, or image really is what it's going to be. I'm going to add a color, which is going to be my solid color of white, which is all the F's. Now on top of this, I'm going to place the watercolor paper. All you have to do is hold your shift key, extend it to fit your 12 by 12, or if you wanted to leave it as a 10 by 10, all you have to do is create a new document and leave it as a 10 by 10. Now, often I will set this myself to a linear burn. That way a little bit more of the texture I feel comes through. It's all a matter of taste and playing with your images. So now we're going to add our image. So we're going to go to File, Place. I was just working on some things here. Let's use this one. And as you see, it takes over the whole screen, which is fine. We really, not knowing how you're going to use the masked brushes, this is not a bad deal. But you can see that it left off a little bit up there, so let's extend it just a little bit. There we go. So to start your first mask, you need to determine what you want as your focal point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a layer. I'm going to choose B for brush. I'm going to set my default. All you have to do is do D for default, and it'll change it over. Choose a brush or a mask that you think is going to work. I'm just going to randomly choose some here because I could get carried away with these. Let's go ahead and use 17. So if you wanted to, you can rotate this by using your rotation keys. And see, now it's up and down. You can change the width. Now it's skinny. Or you can leave it as it was. Once you have it chosen, it really doesn't matter what color the mask is going to be at this point, because we want the image to show through. So once we have one of these chosen, we're going to stamp it here, and we're going to add another one, and we're going to take these two and we're going to hold down our shift key to select both of them, and we're going to do Control G to group it. This is the only way these masks will work, is if you group them and clip your image to it. Now you see the image is clipped to that. Now when we go to add our second one, if we want it off to the side a little bit, we can do that. And you can change the opacity of these also. And if you wanted to, you could add a layer mask and come in with the brush, any of the brushes really, and just change your opacity to 25, and we'll just lessen. Helps if I do get the black brush there. I like to lessen the hard edge on some of mine. And we can do the same thing with the top layer. Or is it this layer? It's this layer. I don't like how that's turning out. Now we can add another layer. Let's choose another brush. Let's do something splatter. These are always fun. Bring them down to any size that you choose. And again, you can rotate it. So don't forget that you can rotate these. And I had it set to an opacity of 25. So I can just start dabbing away. So that's how we're going to get our image to show. Now, if you want colors in the background, we're going to have to create layers under these masks of the image. So we're going to add a layer here, and it's not in the group. See? Not in the group. So this one, let's choose, hold your Alt key and choose a color in your image. And you can choose to place it anywhere you want. Now, you can change your blend modes, and it changes the look. The colors, the saturations, the luminosities. Okay, now if you wanted this above your image, where it's showing a little bit on the image, then you're going to move that layer above. So layer order is key to using these. And like I stated, for the image itself, the grouping is very important and the priority to get your images to come through the way you would like. Now, again, if you wanted to soften this edge, you could come in and use a blur brush. You could use any of the brushes and just soften that edge if you wanted. Or you could call it a day and say that you're done. But grouping and layer order are the ultimate keys of using the watercolor masks. I hope this helped you and it was informative and helps you understand how to use these masks just a little bit better. And most of all, I can't wait to see what some of you guys do, especially those in our groups, with your images, because they are a lot of fun. And again, we have the 44 that is a brush set that comes with the paper, or we have a template that's much easier for someone that maybe feels uncomfortable with grouping and with layer orders. So if there's any questions, always feel free to reach out through the contact us via the website, or if you're in one of the groups that I'm in, feel free to reach out privately and I'll walk you through it. No problems, no worries. Most of all, have fun.